friends, this is Polly. I wanted to do a video today on a couple of things that I thought would be really cool to show you. I've been using some items in my shed. Well, I don't really have a shed. It's like a bookshelf that I had outdoor with some of my pots and terracotta pots, and I thought, what a cool way to repurpose those pots that I have not used in a long time, and I want to show you what they look like. So this is what I've done. I grabbed one of these pots that that's upside down, basically. Sounds like people are cutting grass, so it might be a little bit noisy, so I do apologize for that. But what I ended up doing was putting the pot upside down and putting the saucer that goes with it under, like flipping it. So here, right now, we just literally had some really great pouring rain last night, pretty much all day yesterday. So it was really great because the plants really needed it. So it's got water right now, which is cool because I think, you know, maybe the birds might want to drink some water. But what I've been doing is I've placed these pots here in certain spots in the garden and putting some bird seeds for the birds, because I think it'll encourage more birds to come out and feed and enjoy the garden. Let's go walk over here. I have not cut my grass. I was on vacation last week, and so I need to cut my grass, but that's something to worry about another time. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over here to the reflecting garden. I've got a couple of things that I'm gonna try to rip up here. I think I mentioned this last time. I'm gonna rip this whole area here because it's become a little bit difficult and annoying with a lawnmower to come in there and cut that grass. So anyway, that's not, as I digress. Here's another spot. I had a piece of wood from a, I guess it was like a 2x2 piece of wood. I've got them sitting over there, so I still might have some more that I might put throughout the garden. I had another saucer from the terracotta pots, and so what I ended up doing was digging this in a little bit and placing the saucer here. And of course, like I said, it's been raining, so it's great. Now it's got water, but I had some seeds in here, and the birds have been eating them. Really fun. I saw a chipmunk. And I've also saw squirrels. So that's quite interesting. You know, having some really fun stuff that will encourage nature to come in and enjoy. Here I had a little vase with flowers that I perhaps gave to my wife or something, and we weren't using it anymore. And so what I ended up doing was putting it upside down, or you can put it upside up. I don't want to take it out, but anyway, here's some, as you can see, some of the mulch that, when I think it was either the squirrel or the chipmunk might have come and tipped it over. I don't think it's a chipmunk. I would think it was a squirrel because it's quite tall. I mean, it's like the length of my hand. But I think it's quite fun. It might give interest into the garden for color when the sun hits it, or just quite fun things. So I'm happy about that one. Let's go over here. I put a little bit of, see what, I don't know what happened there, but I put another saucer in the middle of the ground here for the butterflies. But yesterday morning when I came out, there was a lot of ants. So, you know, as long as they're out here and not by my house and coming inside the house, I think I am A-OK-E. So that's that one. Excuse me. Okay, here really quickly, I'm ripping up this piece of grass. This was another entryway that I was doing to come into the reflecting garden, but what I'm deciding to do is I'm going to rip that all up, put a trellis here so I can put my rose bush that's in the front of our driveway, or our garden, butterfly garden, and place it here, but that's for another time to talk about. But here's another piece of wood. I cut it up, had some seeds in here, as you can see some of the remnants of it. I guess water didn't get into it, or it probably did, and but anyway, I just placed it in here It's quite heavy, so I don't know, but I've noticed the past few days that they will be tipped over. So I might have to use like a wet saw drill kind of thing, and maybe drilling it and putting it into the wood, so that way this won't fall, because I'm sure that the birds and or the squirrels or chipmunks get startled by trying to get the seeds and it flips over, but they have been eating it, so I'm kind of excited about that. All right, so that's that one. Okay, let's come over here. We've got another one. Let's see. Ah, yes, over here. Right here. There's the other one. This one makes me laugh because here is my little coquille or frog that's been meditating in the garden, and it almost looks like there's an offering. Altar offering. It's quite funny, but no, it's not. It's just a little terracotta pot with the saucer here as well. Right now it's got water, but eventually it's supposed to rain again today, which is great because we really needed the rain, because these guys were really thirsty. So I'm thinking that this will be filled up with seeds again, and that is kind of it for right now. And I'm really excited about that because I've collected them over the years, and I'm like, well, you know, I can probably repurpose them, and that's what I've been doing. I've been repurposing them with feeding the birds and feeding the chipmunks, and butterflies with the little orange slices, you know. So, which is what that is. Anyway, let's see here. I think that's it. Oh, here's another one here, and I had this is an old chipped bowl, but this one the squirrels come all the time. I've had that for over a year now, and they constantly come and they knock it down. You know, but they need food too, so I don't really mind them. I just don't like when they come and they swallow all of it and they don't share with the birds. But I try to find different ways to be generous for all the creatures, so that way they all can enjoy, you know. Anyway, so I mean the garden is coming along quite lovely. It's, what is it, August 5th, August 6th? I can't remember what day it is today, but it's Monday. It's quite cool. It's going to be hot today, they said, but there's a storm coming up later on in the evening. So all right, thank you guys for watching and being so supportive and kind to my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm having fun, and I think that's what it's about, right? Just having fun, enjoying the space, and it's just quite cool. You know, before I forget, sorry, I almost hit that post here. Like I said, I'm going to rip this all up here so I can expand the pea gravel a little further out to that spot. A really nice person who made a comment about my beds. They suggested to just widen it even more, so that way these guys have a little bit more space to breathe. So what I'm going to end up doing in the next few weeks is I'm going to rip all of this up, rip all of that up, rip all of that up all the way to that point, so that way it has a little bit of space, more space, and then I could perhaps put one or two things in between here and there that are not really big growers. But I'm enjoying this. It's quite therapeutic. It's quite a happy space. My wife is enjoying it, and yeah, so I'm gonna keep you guys posted on all this stuff, and I'll do some videos when I get a moment of it. But I wanted to share with you some, if you have pieces of wood, if you can cut it, and you have some saucers, you know, old plates that are chipped, and you want to, you don't want to throw it away, you could probably put it out in the garden for the birds to enjoy. I think that's a cool, fun little project. Of course, I mean, it depends on your design aesthetic. If you don't want to be dealing with, you know, all that craziness, you just want to have a little bit of fun approach to the garden, you know. Anyway, all right, guys. Talk to you on the next one. Bye.